What's up, YouTube? It is November 25th, 2025, and I'm back with another one, a longer video. I'm trying to stay away from the shorts. I'm trying to make a longer video. And as you can see by the title of this video, why I left the Democrat Party and became an independent. Not a Republican, but an independent. Why? Well, there's a couple of different reasons, and I can tell you that one of the main reasons why I left the Democrat Party because they, after careful analysis and doing, I ain't gonna say no soul searching, but using some common sense in my humble opinion, the Democrat Party doesn't represent quote unquote black people or minorities or anything like that. Like they say they do. They say they do. And with anything with politics and politicians, they say a lot of things, but do they deliver? No, they don't. And the Democrat Party for me is a party that a lot of people just automatically, you know, uh, if you're black or you're a minority or you're gay or if you're whatever you are that's not quote unquote uh, white, you're supposed to be a Democrat, right? And I don't align with that type of thinking anymore. And it took a while. Just like every other person. If you've seen any other black person, a minority, and they tell you they used to be a Democrat and they not anymore. Yeah, honestly, probably I ain't gonna say the same story for me, but you know things click. Things clicked in my head. Like, man, what is really going on here? Because back in the day when Barack Obama, and I still like Barack Obama, by the way, I still think as far as like, ranking presidents in my lifetime, overall, not saying that Barack Obama was perfect, not saying he didn't make any mistakes and things like that. That yeah, to me, he's still my favorite president. But I think he, for a lot of people, brought people into politics, made people pay attention to politics because his election as president, whether you like him or not, was historic. The first black man president, and as a black person, just that note alone, you have to be proud about it. That was a landmark historical event for America, electing its first black president. That will ever get a female president. We'll see. If there's a female candidate, a politician that is saying the right things, represent what most of America want, then I'm with it. We unfortunately Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton didn't fit the bill. The American people didn't think those two women were ready to be president. And you can chalk that up to racism, sexism, whatever you want. Half the country's male, half the country's female. There's more white people in this country than black people. So, hey, you can call it racism all you want, but if you look at the demographics of the country, you can't really say that. You can't really say that at all. You can't say that about Barack Obama. I think the election of Barack Obama proved that America isn't racist as most people will want you to believe. But of course, the left, if they lose or they don't get their way, oh my God, here we go. Here we go with the race card. Here we go. We didn't get our way because of racism. Really? Is it? And if you actually look at everything, not just your worldview or your point of view, because I know there's a lot of black people, there's a lot of minorities who think everything that's going wrong with their life right now is because of racism. I didn't get that job because of racism. This happened to me because of racism. Really? And how many times have we seen hoaxes, people making it up, and things like that? Like from especially with the Jesse Smollett thing. And if you think about the Jesse Smollett thing back in the day, come on, man, come on. But anyway, yeah, but there's a lot of things that the Democrat Party do, and I see it as pandering. I see it as like holding black people back. Like I think that like the mainstream Democrats, not all Democrats, not all liberals, but in general, the way that they talk to black people, the way they view us, like everything is just so condescending. I don't see how other people can't see it. Like, just name the issue. DEI is one of them. Like, we can't achieve nothing great. We can't be successful without DEI. Just think about that for a second. Basically, what that party's saying is, without DEI, if DEI isn't implemented, black people, we can't make it. We're not good enough. We have to have a special thing for us to succeed. Do you believe that? Do you think that you're so far behind, or you that dumb, or you just not that intelligent that where you have to have some help from somebody else? Just imagine like this. I mean, just imagine like this. You playing a football game, right? Football is my favorite sport, so I'm gonna use football as an analogy, right? DEI is like, okay, well, we're not going to start the game off 0-0. We're going to give your side 14 points. We're going to give your side 14 points, and at the end of the game, you win by 1 point, and you're like, "Yay! We won the game. We won by 1 point. We're the champions." No, you're not. You got a head start. Why can't you just realize that? Hey, we all of us, regardless of where we started, we're gonna start from zero and let the best man win. Why can't you do that? I mean, for me, I wouldn't feel good about, oh, I beat this opponent by 1 point, but I had a 14-point head start, and I know, it's a couple of people born with silver spoons in their mouth. There's a couple of rich people out there and things like that. Yes, but you had to get over. I mean, what would you do if you were rich and you were passing on your inheritance, your wealth to your kids? Would you not want them to pick up the gauntlet? Would you not want them to pick up where you start from? That's just the nature of the world. And it's not to say that there are not no black people with any wealth or in anything like that. No, you start where you start at, and it's not okay. Well, I'm going to do this because I wasn't born rich. No, like I don't think all those families were rich when they started off or anything like that. They always, like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, DEI is another one, and the race baiting. Oh my God, Black Lives Matter. The Al Sharptons, the Jesse Jacksons. If you can't see it, those people make money off black people suffering, and I don't know how you don't see it. I think these people, now I don't know for sure, so I'm not gonna say for sure, but I got a strong suspicion that these people love if a cop shoots a black person under questionable conditions. Because I'm not picking a side. I'm not saying that the cops are always right. I'm not saying that the victim is always a victim. I'm not saying it at all. All I'm saying is when you see things like that, and you see the amount of money and you see the amount of pandering that goes on, you have to stop and question, like, man, would Al Sharpton have a job if nothing happened to black people? Would Black Lives Matter if all that stuff ended? Where would they go? They won't have a job. So you would think it'd be in their best interest, their business interest, to, hey, let's stoke up the flames. Let's hope that quote unquote white people mess up and give us a reason for you to give us money. Like, I don't see it. Just like with anything else, like, a mechanic, and I'm a mechanic by trade, by the way. I wouldn't have a job if your car didn't break. Do you want your car to break? No. But it will eventually, and you're gonna need a mechanic to come fix your car. That's where we come in. We want your car to break. We want it. So when these new cars that come out, is always breaking, and you need a warranty. Yes, they want you to buy that warranty. They want the car to break so you can come in and have it fixed and spend more money. The same thing applies to any of these people who like the race bait or anything like that. And I don't see how most people don't see it. But hey, I'm not the smartest man in the world. I don't think I have all the answers. I don't think I know 1% of 1% of what's going on. But what I do know is it is not what they say it is. And with that said, though, It's not to mean that, hey, I'm running to the Republican Party. I'm going to hold them the same standard as a whole any other politician. If you own some, if you own some bull crap, you own some BS, like, you need to be called out. You need to be called out, because the Republican Party is not perfect either. Now, and I know the history of it. Honestly, I like the history of the Republican Party versus the Democrat Party, because if you didn't know anything about, how the Republican Party got started, it got started to end slavery. The Democrat Party is the party of the KKK. That, whether you believe it or not, the KKK started under the Democrat Party. The abolishment of slavery and justice for black people started under the Republican Party. So do with the information as you will. If you don't believe me, go look at it. Go look at it for yourself. And I thought that was something very interesting. On my path to being enlightenment, the path of me being an independent voter, and not just automatically giving my vote to the Democrat Party, because this is foolish. That's foolish in itself too. Just imagine, the Democrats know that they have the majority black vote on lock. Why would they do anything for you? Why? When your vote is guaranteed, like, they don't have to earn your vote. So why would they do anything for you? They got you so propagandized. It's so much propaganda, thinking that a certain individual is racist because of his worldview and what he believes and how he votes, that you automatically just vote for them, and they know how to do that to you. And I guarantee you, just watch, count my words. When the next major presidency, the voter cycle comes out, I guarantee you they're gonna roll out all the things that is racist with somebody that doesn't agree with you. They're gonna roll out all the black celebrities dancing in your face, telling you how to think, not telling you why you should think that way, but they're gonna tell you why you should think that way. And it's just sad. And I can't co-sign it with anymore. If there's a Democrat politician or any Democrat running for president and they have a better message, I will vote for them. And the same thing with Republican. But right now, the Democrats are missing the mark. There's a lot more things important in life. There's a lot more things going on than worried about racism. I'm not saying racism doesn't exist. It does exist. And it's not going anywhere. 100 years from now, I guarantee you. All right, anyway, my video got cut short, but I'm just going to end it with this. Hey, I'm an independent voter. I'm going to vote for the best politician, no matter which party affiliation it is. With that said, I'm going to move on to something else. I want to talk about something else, something that's more important, something that's going to affect our lives, and things that are on my mind. I like the economy. I like AI. I like, where do we go in the future? How do we prepare for the future? How to stay prepared for any type of emergency, the future, anything like that. So if you're still here in this video for this long, I appreciate it. As always, leave a comment, like, subscribe, because I'm coming with more. I'm trying to come with the facts and what I think is right. Now, I might not always be right, but I'm going to try to be right. I'm going to try to be morally honest with you guys. I'm trying to go. You just think about it. Think about things, current events, historical events, and things like that from a common sense perspective. And hopefully, you and we agree. And if we don't agree, and especially if you don't agree, leave a comment. If you don't agree with what I say, please leave a comment, because I want to know what you think, and what you think might be right. Even though we might not think alike, you might be right. You might change my mind. My mind I am not stuck in the echo chamber. I am not stuck in a certain view that my mind won't be changed. So if you hear this long and you're still here, leave a comment, like, subscribe, because I'm coming with more. This is just the start of the journey for me. So anyway, until next time, YouTube, peace.